What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Paula Zay Talks. I know it's been a little while, but we back. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about a few things in regards to purpose and excuses. So we're about to just jump right into it. As always, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being on this. Thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I truly believe we do better when we grow together. So let's continue to grow with one another. And as always, just make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, get notified whenever I publish another video. And yeah, let's jump right into it. All right, welcome back. Like I said before, we're going to be talking a lot about purpose and excuses. And it's really been on my mind a lot this past week in regards to purpose and excuses and things of that nature, because so many times we allow our excuses to get the better of us. And mind you, sometimes those excuses can be sound, but it's not to say that excuses are bad, right? But they can hinder us from making progress towards our goal. So I was reading this book called The Accountability Circle, and boy, let me tell you, this thing right here, it be talking to me, and I'll be like, bro, you ain't even gotta talk to me like that. Like, yo, this book be talking to me. You ever just had one of them books you read and you just like, bro, why you talking to my soul right now? Like, for real. And it was just really profound to me because it spoke so much on, like, not just accountability, right? But breaking down what it means to be accountable, not only to yourself, but to the people around you. And part of that keeping accountability stems from purpose as well, right? Part of that accountability stems from purpose. But before we really get into purpose, let's kind of break down excuses, right? I got a few notes right here, so if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. So, an excuse is a story we sell ourselves to try and sell others. And let me tell you, sometimes we do a good job at selling an excuse to ourselves and others. And let's be honest, you don't really feel good about the excuse, but at the same time, you feel like you don't really want to upset or disappoint somebody because you said that you were going to do this, or even if you didn't say it to that person, you said it to yourself like, yo, this is what I said I was going to do, and I didn't follow through with it. And that's where excuses kick in. When, in essence, that's when accountability should kick in, because you should be honest enough with the person and yourself to say, look, I know I said I was going to do this and I didn't. I slacked off. And that's okay. That's okay, because I am accountable enough to understand that I made a choice to not get it done. And these are the results that I got because of the choice that I made. Now that we have addressed what choice has been made, now we can work towards finding a solution. And mind you, even though you're making excuses, the number one thing is don't beat yourself up about it. Don't beat yourself up so much just because you didn't commit. Because we'll beat ourselves up way more than anybody ever will. And then it puts us in a negative state of thinking about ourselves, and now we're really stuck and stagnant and not getting anything done. So first and foremost, when it comes to excuses, be sure to forgive yourself. Be sure to forgive yourself when you don't execute. Because we're still human beings at the end of the day. And the fact that we fall short sometimes, it's not always a bad thing, right? It's not always a bad thing. If anything, being consciously aware of the fact that you fell short of something should give you the drive to be like, okay, now I know how to execute, and now I know how to do, and I know what not to do whenever I feel like I'm not living up to my full potential. Not for anybody else, but for myself. That's the most important part, because before you make a promise to anybody else, you first make that promise to yourself. that's the first person you make that promise to. And be kind with yourself, first and foremost, because if you set an intention to do something, be kind about it. Don't beat up yourself. Don't beat up on yourself and be like, here he go again, or here she go again, talking about he gonna do this and that, but he ain't or she ain't, because remember that excuse you made last time? And excuse me in the back like, hey, I'm over here. Hey, if you need me, I got you. Excuse just be in the back, just chilling like, hey, look, if you need me, I'm right here. Just say the word. It ain't nothing. But for real, seriously, like, just be kind to yourself. Like, just be kind to yourself, because nobody is gonna beat you up more than you. And that leads me into my next point as well. Now we're gonna get on the in the decision making when it comes down to execution and purpose. When our decisions do not feel right and the outcome of the decisions do not satisfy us, that is because our decisions align with our excuses, not our purpose. So most times when you make certain decisions, they don't feel like the best decision. You almost feel like you're playing yourself, or you're not being honest with yourself, and you know for a fact you're not being honest with yourself. And it's because you made a conscious decision to go with an excuse that did not align with your true purpose. Again, that goes back to not beating up on yourself, but sometimes you really gotta address certain things like, yo, look, I know I made this decision. I realize that. And you know what? The fact that I made that decision and the fact that I understand that I made that decision will only propel me forward in my decision-making process, because now I know that if there's something I need to do, then I'm gonna do it, because I'm accountable for myself. And I don't want that feeling, right? When if you don't want that feeling, it's an old saying, right? It's an old saying. I guess it's old, but I got it from my coaches. And it's like, one day there was a guy and he was walking past his neighbor, and his neighbor has his dog, and he heard the dog whimpering. So he went up to the dog and he asked him like, hey, what's wrong with your dog? Why is he, whimpering like that? And he was like, oh, he's laying on a nail. He was like, well, why doesn't he get up? And the guy said, because it doesn't hurt enough. So until it hurts enough, only then will you decide to make a different choice. Because you can only make so many excuses for so long until you actually have to do something about it. You didn't commit to do whatever it is you said you were going to do just so you can make an excuse for it. You made the decision for a reason. So execute. Whenever that time comes, you have to execute. You have to. This is why you made the decision. And sometimes we make decisions hesitantly, right? I can't speak for many, but I can speak for a few. Sometimes we make decisions hesitantly, thinking like we can't get it done. But in reality, we know without a doubt we can. But that kind of stems from decisions we've made in the past. So again, always align with your true purpose. Don't make excuses. And if you do, forgive yourself. Moving on. All right. Oh, this the one that hit home for me, right? Excuses are expensive. Let me say that again. Excuses are expensive. If you are off purpose, it is because we have bought into our excuses, not our purpose. Excuses can be expensive because over time they'll start to add up, and the things that you don't execute on could be the same things that can push you forward. Acting on your purpose is so important. Acting on your purpose is so important in every moment. And you know what's funny though? Our excuses are like crutches. But another thing, our excuses are like indicators of where we are in our life as well. Because if you can take on a task, right? If you can take on a task, and when you take that task on, that little voice in your head whispers that it's almost impossible to do, and you still do it, man, that takes guts, okay? That takes guts to do. But that just goes to show you where you are in life. And that goes to show you how powerful your purpose can be. Your purpose can pull you through situations that you didn't think you could get through. Because so long you doubt yourself, and then your environment doesn't really give you the encouragement that you need to believe in yourself. But when you push through, when your purpose is stronger than anything that anybody has to say about you, or whatever you have to say about yourself, man, that speaks highly to your, what's the word? That speaks highly to your, to how resilient you are. That speaks highly to your resiliency. So it's all right. It's all right. Hey, look, the excuses gonna start to add up after a while, right? You don't make excuses when them bills come. We don't make excuses when bills come. We make it happen somehow. So why should we make excuses for our dreams? Why should we make excuses for our business? Why should we make excuses for our purpose? Don't shortchange yourself. You're only doing yourself a disservice. And you're proving the ones that thought you couldn't do it right. More importantly, you're proving your doubts right. You're proving your excuses right. Nah, prove your purpose right. Prove that your purpose is meaningful. Prove to you, the real you, prove to you that you can do it. Because you know you can do it. You know you can do it. I don't even know why you playing. Anyways. Alright, last one. Our purpose is always right there at the center of who we are, but we don't always recognize it when it's there. Our purpose is always at the center of who we are, but sometimes we don't recognize it. Sometimes we don't. And if you think about it, your excuses are leading you towards your purpose. Because when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. The thing that you procrastinate on so much is that next stepping stone for you to reach your true purpose. Man, that's just so powerful right there. So yeah, purpose is powerful. Purpose is powerful. Purpose is who you really are to your core. But most importantly, purpose is simple. Purpose doesn't needs to be this long, drawn out, profound thing. Purpose can be as simple as, I want to help a lot of people, or I want to save lives, or I want to make a difference in the world. Like, your purpose can be just that right there, and you can build on top of that. So no matter what, your purpose is always going to call to you no matter what. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of when you're going to answer the call. Simple. But it's all right, because in the beautiful thing about this whole process is that you are being molded. You're being prepared for your purpose. So whatever excuse that may come and whatever excuse you may accept, it's all right. It's all right. It'll pass. You'll have another opportunity. But just remember, they start to add up like bills. And pretty soon you're gonna have to answer your purpose, whether you want to or not. I'm pretty sure you want to though. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be feeling the way you're feeling right now. So that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you for listening. I hope I was able to add some value. As always, thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. I do believe we do better when we grow together. So let's continue to grow with one another. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell whenever I publish another video. And go check out my merchandise, man. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Go check it out. Follow me on Instagram for more inspiration, more mindful tricks and tips and things of that nature. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got now. Go out there and be great, but always remember to be you, be unique, and remember that anything's possible. Peace.